Hey, what's up, people? This is DarkKid102 here, and I am back bringing a new MMORPG called Dragon Nest. Now, Dragon Nest is an action brawler MMORPG, uh, supported by Nexon, the same supporters of Dungeon Fighters Online. So, it's unlike Dungeon Fighters Online, it's more 3D, and it acts like a twin stick shooter, and I'll show you what I mean. So before I get into this, with Nexon, for some reason, Nexon decided to block my whole account. So I can't log into my old account with for nothing. So I had to create a new one, which means I had to start over Dungeon Fighters Online as well as Dragon Nest because I had an account of Dragon Nest. But it's all good. At least I get to get some new materials and I guess start all over. So let's just hop into this. And I believe another YouTuber has already another popular YouTuber has already covered this. Sly Foxhound. Well, seeing how I mainly played MMOs, I'm gonna be covering I guess a larger amount. So let's get in with this. And there are 4 servers: Elena, Garrett, Velskud, and Argenta. Elena West and Velskud West. I'm not in the West. I'm in the East. I'm in the East Coast. So I chose Garrett. If you want to choose any other server while you already have a character created in another one, that character won't be transferred, so you have to make a new character in a different server. So seeing how Garen is my main server, let's just jump on to Garen. And I have went ahead and created basically all the characters here. So Dragon Nest has 4 characters in all so far. I know the Korean version already has like the academic, and I think the Kali is about to come out. But in the North American version, there's 4 so far, and I'm hoping Nexon pays more attention to it so that they could bring out the academic on time, because the academic is basically supposed to be a gunner, unlike the archer, who is basically an archer using bow and arrow. The gunner, I mean not the gunner, the academic has like a cannon and a bubble gun. So right, I made the sorceress, which is Zora, the archer, which is Fiori, the warrior, which is Aldo, and the cleric, which is Zanuck. And each of the classes have their own subclasses and whatnot. So the person I'm going to go with is Zanuck because he is level 8, and I like to go in order because Fiori and Aldo I already changed their classes. So Fury is an acrobat, and Aldo is a mercenary. I haven't done Zura's yet. You have to be level 15 to get a class change, and Zura is close to that. As you can see, she's in Carter Rock Pass, and Zanuck is still in Mana Ridge. So what I'm going to do is, I've already done a lot of explaining so far. I'm just going to explain a little bit of the mechanics and just jump into it. So let's choose Zanuck and start. And this has different channels, so if one is crowded, you could choose another one. But I mostly go with channel 1 because it has the most people in it. And there's Dragon Nest used to be very, very popular, but now it's kind of dimmed down because Dragon Nest SEA is basically the most popular one now, because I guess people say it's much more better. Plus, it has the academic already came out, so people could play it with the academic. But I'm going to play as the North American version because I am a North American. So let's. No, wait a second. There we go. Channel 1. Let's jump onto it. And if you choose a channel by accident, you could always change it in game. And there you go, Mana Ridge. So let me just briefly state this. Only the cleric and the sorceress start in Mana Ridge, whereas the archer and the warrior, they start in Ironwood Village. So the sorceress and the cleric have different storyline than the warrior and the archer. So as you can see, this is pretty twin stick shootery, whereas you can control the camera and then move forward, backwards, and sideways. So basically use your mouse for the camera, and then you move forward, backward, and WASD for your forward, backward, and whatever. But fortunate for me, I got my gamepad, which the Cytec Cyborg Rumble is basically the first-person shooter gamepad. So that's lucky for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing this all too much because I can't move and use my trackpad at the same time. I need to get a USB mouse, which I'll be getting soon. And you can toggle between battle mode and regular mode. Battle mode, you use your, I guess, left mouse to attack. And each weapon has different attack animations. So I'm not sure if I even have. No, I don't. I don't have a flail. But you could own up to like 3 weapons. So with the cleric, it has the wand, the flail, and the mace. And his secondary, I guess, weapon would be his shield. Which is good, but I'm not a cleric type of person, because a cleric is basically a supporter. So we're in town right now, Manu Ridge, and I have to go to a dungeon. So I guess this will be all for explaining it as of right now. I mean, you can see it. And also the cool thing about it is that you have, oh yeah, and you also could toggle between your mouse and crosshair. So let's see. You have you have 10 skill slots, or if you want 5 skill slots and 5 item slots. But seeing how I would be PvPing in the future, well, except for Zanuck and Zerg, because those are my PvE characters. But seeing how I'm going to be PvPing with my warrior, well, my mercenary and my acrobat, I'll be basically using up all of them. Whilst you could have another slot. Basically, you could have another slot for your items if you want to. See? So, let's go to the dungeon. And they really, like, this game really focuses on making all, like, mostly every, like, woman basically sexy and attractive. So onward to, well, Frost Hill, I guess. Okay, so it's basically like DFO, where you're in like a holding area, but the holding area is only for you and your party. You can't see anybody else. And it's also a good chance to actually like test out your skills and attacks and everything. So and skill number 1, skill number 2.